My spin landed on collusion and multi-agent misalignment. First, I'll explain the problem. Collusion is when multiple agents cooperate with each other in a way that misaligns them with the broader system. They form a mini-aligned coalition that is misaligned with everyone else's interests. It includes secret coordination, group/class solidarity that protects insiders, and you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours patterns. Here are some quick analogies. For human intelligence alignment, two siblings agree to cover for each other's rule breaking. If you don't tell on me, I won't tell on you. Inside the group, there's strong alignment, but it harms family goals, etc. Within a company, two departments might quietly agree not to report each other's mistakes to senior leadership, or collude to block an internal audit. They're aligned with each other, but misaligned with the organization. In a professional community, doctors or lawyers might protect an incompetent colleague because of group loyalty, or fear of damaging the profession's image. The profession is colluding internally, in a way that misaligns it with its duty to patients or clients, and to the public. Finally, in multi-agent RL, two AI agents might learn to cooperate in a way that maximizes their joint reward while exploiting a rule in the environment or bypassing safety constraints. For example, two agents could learn to trade favors that defeat a mechanism meant to keep them in check, or jointly overuse a shared resource. Across all four, the pattern is alignment within the coalition, misalignment with the larger system. Next, I'll describe a concrete solution in the organizational context, and then analogize it. An organizational solution could be to have an independent internal audit and a whistleblower channel. Suppose a company that worries about collusion between two business units that might hide risk or fraud could introduce an independent internal audit team that reports directly to the board, not to the units they audit. Or a whistleblower hotline that allows anonymous reporting of suspected collusion, with protections against retaliation. So the mechanisms are: 1. An independent oversight body. 2. Protected channels for insiders to surface group misbehavior. How might this work in the machine intelligence context? If we had a multi-agent AI system, we might have an independent audit in the form of a separate monitoring system, or watchdog model that inspects logs and behaviors of the agents and reports to humans. Whistleblowing is less literal, but maybe there could be an agent or module that was trained to tell on other agents that step out of line or exhibit suspicious patterns of behavior. The analogy is straightforward, but implementation might be harder because these mechanisms partly rely on human sense of duty, and I'm not sure how well that translates into machines. 3. Some lessons about alignment in general from this example. Misalignment can be a group phenomenon, not just an individual one. It's not enough to think about a single bad agent. Even if each agent looks fine alone, they can become misaligned in coalition. Alignment work needs to pay attention to multi-agent dynamics and coalitions. Alignment mechanisms analogize across domains, but implementation details differ. The high-level mechanisms, independent review, role separation, rotation, safe reporting, appear in human, organizational, expert, and machine contexts. That suggests there are general design patterns for dealing with collusion, but the constraints are different. Kids respond to emotions, professionals to reputation, machines to reward functions and training. Alignment is about system design, not just making agents good. Collusion shows how even if each agent is trained to be cooperative, incentives and relationships can still encourage misalignment. It's not just value alignment. We have to design institutions that make harmful collusion less attractive and easier to detect. So, looking at collusion across the four contexts reinforces a central theme of the course. Alignment problems are often emergent properties of the whole system of agents and incentives and structures, and the most effective solutions combine agent-level training with structural, institutional, and oversight mechanisms.